Hey guys, it's Oracle Daphne. I am back. Happy holidays. I'm actually really excited to do these videos because everybody's been asking about when I'm going to do my I almost said mid-September. Why do I keep saying that? Mid-December videos. Just to give you guys a little bit of an update, basically I am still in a hotel, as you can see. I've got like my little reindeer ears on here because this is the most that I really do for Christmas. I don't really get into ugly Christmas sweaters. I don't really have a house, so I can't really put up a tree. Even if I did have an apartment, I probably wouldn't put up a tree this year. I'm more of kind of sitting and listening to Dean Martin or Frank Sinatra and drinking eggnog type of person. But everybody does their own thing, you know. I thought you guys would appreciate my antlers. I bought them specifically for you guys. Yeah, so my journey, my personal journey has been quite crazy. I moved out. I'm in Ellensburg, Washington. Ladies, Aquarius ladies, because this is for the Aquarius video. If you want to know where all the hot guys are, they're in Ellensburg, Washington. Okay, that is, of course, if you like the rancher dudes, tall, handsome, wealthy. Who wouldn't, right? So anyways, that's the update. I drove all the way out here, and I moved into my apartment, and then there was a water leak in the ceiling, which the landlord didn't tell me about, didn't fix, and then I said, well, I'm not going to stay in a place like this, so I'd like to have my money back. So that's what I did, and I came here. I'm back at the Super 8 hotel until I figure out where I'm going to go. It's kind of a practice in letting go and letting God and all that stuff. So anyways, that's the official update. I would love to find an apartment. I think I found one. I may end up moving in by Friday. So hopefully the next video you guys see is at my new place. Hopefully that's, you know, but I have my antlers in the car. I was like planning to do this video for you guys, or all these videos for you guys, and I was planning to wear these. So it's kind of like like I said, my take on Christmas. I have kind of funny sense of humor about things, and maybe my antlers will give me a little bit of, you know, extra vibe. I am drinking this. This is what I'm drinking. Daily Roots. My old band teacher would say, he would say, because I played the flute, right? So, and don't even start on that flute joke, but anyways, from the band camp one. You guys know which one I'm talking about. Anyways, my old band teacher would go, flutes. That's what he would say, the roots. That's like the flute sound, if any of you would know. But that's what he would talk, and then he would make that sound like as if, you know, to kind of encourage us to play the flute and whatever, and that's how we did it. So I can still whistle really, really well, and I can still play the flute too. So I guess it didn't go wrong there. But yeah, this is to kind of revitalize me because I have been crazy. I'm also working with Little Critter here. Little Critter is my new Brioleal agate, and it is, as you can see, a really interesting shaped stone. This is, you know, I kind of am really in touch with this. I think of it more as a pet, which I've never actually thought about rocks as pets. Some people do, but this rock actually, I kind of get information from this rock, which is really interesting, which doesn't normally happen. Like, I'm not totally into, I've never been able to really connect with the rocks in that way, but this one, obviously I can for some reason, so I'm just gonna go with it. So it's hanging out with me. If I get any information from it when I do the reading for you guys, I will let you know. And without further ado, your reading. The other thing too, as another update, And I am still doing not videos, I'm still doing private readings. So if you guys want a private reading, I'm happy to do one. I am still doing them usually in the evenings, afternoons, evenings. My schedule has really opened up because I'm no longer working full time at my other job. So I'm doing this full time now. So I have a lot more time to dedicate to my private readings. My days get filled up pretty quickly, so I suggest emailing me and setting something up. But I can get back to people really fast because I'm always on the computer. So, you know, checking my email and stuff. And yeah, so I'd love to do a private reading. If you guys haven't if you have wanted one but you haven't had one, I would love to do one. And oh, so what I was gonna say is that I have now completed my deck, meaning they have both upright and reversals all completed. This is, there's a lot of new messages that you probably have, you know, things that you're not, these cards, especially the reversals, are not from any book. They're not out there on the web. They're just strictly from me and my experience and what I understand about these cards. For those of you who like to do reversal, like astrologers and tarot card readers to do reversals, I am now doing those. So, but I don't see them as reversals. See, this is my twist on everything. It's some, like for instance, this card, this is the Three of Wands. In the upright position, it's what I call a no card, a card that blocks. It's an obstacles card. In reverse, you would think their opposite of a no card would be a yes card, but it's still a no card. So there are some cards that are double no's, and there are some cards that are double yeses, and there are some cards that are one or the other. Sometimes the reversal is a yes rather than the upright being a yes, which is really different than pretty much every other deck out there. So I'm just letting you guys know that's the latest update on these cards. So without further ado, and just so you know, Aquarius, now this is for mid-December update for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Aquarius, okay? And some of you have asked, well, your ascendant's in Aquarius and your moon's in something else. I usually watch, you know, I have a double Aquarius, sun and moon in Aquarius, so I watch my Aquarius and I also watch Capricorn because that's my ascendant. But if you have all three that are different, then watch those two. Whichever one you really connect with, that's the important thing. So yeah, everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Aquarius with their this is mid-December. Now, I will say that I personally think that, from personal experience, that the beginning part of December has been hell. And I say that because of personal experience, but also because that's the energy that's out there. It's very tense. It's this Uranus-Pluto thing that happened on the 15th. So those of you, I feel like it hit a really crazy bad note on the 15th. It's starting to kind of calm its way down, but it's still really tense. There's a lot of tense energy. And that's what I'm kind of still picking up here. But let's start at the beginning. So the first card you got was the reverse of the Five of Wands, which this is a double yes card. So as you can see, normally in the upright position, this is this guy or girl who's trying to get through all this crap, you know, and at the bottom I always say this is the pile of crap card. This is where you're having to deal with a lot, okay? This is where a breakthrough has happened, okay? And all these problems are kind of falling away, you know, from your life. They're falling away, they're falling away, they're falling away. You're beating the world off with a stick and they're falling away, and it's kind of just being kind of a relief. For some of you, this is the path that you're on, okay? So some of you may not feel this way. Some of you may be like, well, you're not picking up the right stuff. Well, there's some heavy-duty stuff that's gone on, and I'm going to get there, okay? But not there quite yet. So this is the path that you're on. Things are going to get easier. Things are going to, you know, lighten up, okay? But, so I would say the track that you're on is actually really as a relief. It should come as a relief for some of you because the last 2 weeks have been crazy. What's crossing you is the reverse of the Eight of Swords. And the reverse of it is a yes card, which is the Aretha, I call it the Aretha Franklin card. It's the freedom, it's that song, freedom, 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 you know, that song, card. It says, no longer having restrictions. Depression lifts to be free to make your own decisions. So that's what's crossing you. So you have the problems, this feeling of lightness, which, like as I said, should come as a huge relief to some of you. Critter is saying they don't believe you. They don't believe you. It doesn't feel so light. It doesn't feel so light. Well, in the past position, you got the Tower card. This is the recent past. And the Tower card is sudden tragedy, sudden incident, trauma, unexpected stuff. This is when I got into a conflict with my new landlord and was like, I'm out of here, when they told me they had to take the ceiling down in the bathroom and I wouldn't be able to use the bathroom. So that's the recent past. So I can understand where you're going, well, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's why you're still, and it's a recovery process from the Tower. What happens after the Tower is, once something explodes, there's all this rubble, okay? And after time, you start to pick up the pieces and move on. But it still feels very traumatizing, and it's like you're not quite over it yet. And the Foundation is one of my favorite cards, and this is the Hanged Man card. This is, you know, hanging in there no matter what, getting through no matter what. This is a great foundation. This is having the inner strength to get through whatever you need to, no matter the obstacle, which is really awesome because you've had a lot of obstacles. The thing about this card, even though you got this reverse, which is really good, of problems fading away, it usually means that not that long ago you had all this happening and you were just fighting your way through and you just had a shit ton of things to do, a lot on your plate, and you were just like, how am I to get through all of this? And you tried to do them one at a time, and once you started chipping away at all these things, it just became suddenly that, you know, things are easing, you know, getting easier, they're lightening up. This is, you know, going into the next 2 weeks, going into January, okay? But in the past, you had the inner strength to kind of get through all of that stuff. Now, what's crowning you is actually a male Cancer, Scorpio, Libra male. That's what I usually think for this guy. Can be somebody also with a Libra ascendant or Scorpio ascendant, or I don't know, like a Libra Venus or something. I don't know why that's coming to me. It's the card it says following your heart, riding the waves of emotion, letting things play out regardless. So it's like, no matter what happens, you have to just wait and see, kind of just go with the flow. This person, if you're a male, this is you. Male Aquarius, this is you, but you're not like the embodiment of this card, okay? Because this generally represents a Scorpio, like I said, Cancer or Libra male. But if you're Aquarius, this is you, and what it sort of means is that you're having to deal with a lot of this emotion. You may be dealing with another emotional, you know, a very emotional Cancer, Scorpio, or Libra. You may be in a relationship with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Libra. You may be not the embodiment of this card, but you may be just really too into your own emotions. Like, you're overwhelmed by your own emotions. And Aquarius generally doesn't have this issue because Aquarius is kind of detached from its emotion. It intellectualizes its emotions. But I feel like Aquarius men have a difficult time sorting out their problems emotionally. They're very disturbed, and I'm not sure if that's because they need a lot of alone time and they're very detached, or if it's just the masculine embodiment of Aquarius. I'm not sure how that exactly works, but I just know that Aquarius guys, this is you. It means that you're probably bottling your emotions, which is not good. It's better to talk them through. It's better to let them out, because this is a person who generally bottles, right? And can actually deal with a lot of other people's emotions. But all that's built up, it's like a bottle that's been filling up slowly, right? And Aquariuses are known to have sudden, like lightning, cha-ching, outbursts. Aquarius men especially, when they get mad, they get really, really mad. They're very abrasive and sharp when they get mad, and it's not really good to piss an Aquarius off in general. It's not, because when they get pissed off, it's like I said, it's sudden, and there may be a lot of emotion just coming out of you, if you're Aquarius male. But, and then ladies, you may have met a Cancer, Scorpio, Libra male recently, and he may be somebody you're thinking about, maybe thinking about dating, or maybe just somebody that has come into your life and kind of helps you work through all that extra emotion, helps you kind of ride the waves of things, and kind of helps you get through things, and kind of makes your life a little bit more calm, and kind of calms you down and makes you feel really good. That's what I'm thinking of, and I definitely think that Critter is saying, and what I'm also getting is there's something to do with this cup, like he's going after the cup, and I feel like the cup is I feel like he's looking for emotional fulfillment, but I feel like the cup is kind of like sexual attainment. So I feel like he's ultimately looking for sex in some way. He may not be able to actually attain it, but that's kind of like his end goal. Ladies, if you know this guy, this character, that's what, generally sometimes this card can be he's a little bit of a womanizer. So he may have more than one girl. There's 3 sides to that cup. So I would just ask him a lot of questions, get to know him, figure out what his goal for you is, if he wants to be your friend, if he wants to date you. If you can't figure that out because he's kind of like a closed bottle, he's bottling everything, you don't know what he feels, you don't know what he thinks, he's just kind of closed off a little bit, then I would keep your distance from this person. Not in the sense that Aquariuses are really, really good at keeping distance, but I would just say, keep your boundaries set, figure him out before you let him in, basically. Figure out what his end goal is. It may not be that he wants to sleep with you. It may just be that he just likes women and he just wants to have sex in general, but who doesn't? So, I don't see this as being a bad card per se. This is a yes card. This is a card that says, yes, go for it. Ladies, it may be that you've met, you're meeting your knight, what you think of as your knight in shining armor. He may not be what he appears to be. That's what I'm kind of getting though. This card for me, there's a lot underneath the surface. There's a lot of things that you don't know. There's a lot of things that maybe he keeps hidden that he doesn't want to share with anybody, I don't know why I'm going on about this card. It's just there's a lot that's coming to me about this card specifically today, so I'm kind of going on about it. But also, it could, going back, for both men and female Aquarius, it could just be that you're just needing to let go a little bit, to let go, let God, and just ride things out. Just wait and see. Don't if you're very emotional, just you need to calm down. You need to calm down from any kind of upset. So it makes sense. Like, you got the Tower card in the recent past, not the distant past, the recent past. And the Tower card is major upset. And then, of course, there's all this water, you know, and you're just trying to process your emotions, process how you feel about it, you know. That could also be, you know, pretty accurate. And then what you don't see coming is the moon. And the moon is a card that blocks you in the sense that it's kind of negative energy. It's kind of confusing energy. It's feeling lost. It's feeling like you're going around in circles in your head. It says needing to be real, to show your cards, to choose love over something fake. I always say it's very important to go in person. If you get this card for anything you can go in person for, do it. It's important to show the world who you are, which is why I'm making a point to wear, instead of wearing a crazy, you know, Christmas sweater, ugly sweater, which they really bother me. I don't know why. They just really creep me out. But anyways, I'm wearing one of my old t-shirts, which I love, and a sports prop, which I love, because earlier today, I was wearing my bathing suit because I had left all of my laundry in my car. And I really didn't have any clean clothes. So I had been wearing the same thing for like 3 days. And I really missed my old t-shirt, my spandex, and my sports bra. So that's what I'm wearing today. I'm being very authentic here and saying, I'm not afraid to say this, you know. I'm very comfortable and happy wearing this. And it may not be as festive as some of you, but I am wearing my antlers. So that is saying something. But yeah, back to this card. It may be like a little bit of depression has hit you. You know, it may be that, you know, you can't see your direction. You can't see where you're going. You can't see through the fog. But Critter's saying, but you soon will. So I would say that this is going to be short-lived. You know, this energy is going to be short-lived. I feel by the end of December, this is going to be lifted, and you'll be able to see your way clear again. Emotionally, you've actually got the Chariot in reverse, okay? Now, again, this is a card that I have composed here, and my interpretation of the Chariot in reverse, because the Chariot is things that move very quickly, news that comes very quickly. The Chariot in reverse is things moving along very slowly. It is an opposite in the sense of the yes, it's the no, okay? And this is emotionally. It says things taking a long time, waiting for the phone to ring, and when it does, it's not good news. So it's emotionally, I feel like a lot of clients, I feel like you guys, a lot of people get to a point where they just need some hope. They just need something to like brighten them. They just need something good that's positive that they can latch onto, that they can hope for, that they can believe in, you know. And I don't blow sunshine up anybody's ass. Okay, I'll tell you that, as you probably know already. And you can tell because I'm wearing an very old t-shirt. But the thing is that this card to me is sort of just like, it's sort of just like everything's in slow motion. The things that you need to happen quickly are not happening fast enough for you to emotionally be happy, okay? It makes you unhappy. And Aquarius is actually, because this to me is an Aquarius female, okay? In reverse means Aquarius females, you may be just having a difficult time getting things done. You may just be, I feel like you're overloaded. You've been overloaded with all this crap, you know, and you're trying desperately to get things done. And you don't have restrictions, but you're still trying to get things done. And you're still very confused about where you're supposed to go. So it's like, it's a weird combination of just being very confused, not being able to see through the fog, and yet having all this shit to do. It's just, they don't go together. Generally, it's very difficult to get anything done when you can't see what you're doing. You can't see your way out of it. There's no hope. It feels like there's no hope, you know. And this card, that's your emotions, are just like, if it was done already, I'd be happy, I could move on. Your feeling is please, just universe, please, let's get it over with. But you're learning a lot in the process. You know, there's a lot of things that you're learning in having this inner strength, having this patience to get through all this. You're learning how to use that strength. You're learning how much you've got. You know, you're learning, okay, at what point do you say, okay, I fucking had it. Okay, this shit has to stop. You know, that's your breaking point. That's, you know, you learning your boundaries. That's, you know, learning where you have to say enough. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to get as much done as possible. Fuck the rest, right? That's basically what you need to do. What's kind of going on. It may not be what you need to do. It's just something like you need to think about, I feel. This is really cool, actually. I didn't write a yes or no on this because I feel like this is just good news. I feel like there has been an injustice. This is completely different than what's out there. This is the Seven of Swords in reverse, okay? So the Seven of Swords upright is a liar, cheater, or thief. This is, you know, Aquarius females, generally I feel like that the swan is you, and you've been dealing with the liar, cheater, or thief, someone in your life who's wronged you, whether they've cheated on you, whether they've stolen from you, or whether they've, you know, cheated you out of something, okay? That's the situation that's happened, okay? In the past, okay? Or just maybe even recently. There's like no time frame on it. So for some of you it happened long ago. Some of you it happened recently, and some of you it's just happened recently, you know, like today or yesterday. But the good news is that it says the police apprehend the bad guy. The good guy wins, okay? And you're the good guy, okay? And justice is served, and wrongs are made right. This is an amazing card. I'm getting such tingles on this because I feel like for some of you, like, you really needed to hear this. You really just needed to know that, like, it's gonna be okay. Like, the bad guy is gonna get caught. I mean, he's just gonna, you know, they're gonna catch him. They're gonna catch him, and you don't have to worry anymore. Like, you need to, like, let that go. You need to let go of trying to have justice be served on somebody because it's going to happen naturally. It's just going to work its way out. You're not going to have to deal with it. The angels are really going to help you with it. And you just need to know, you know, justice is going to be served. All the wrongs that they've, you know, done, they're going to be made right, okay? Things are going to be made right. See, a lot of times Aquarius, not just Aquarius, but sometimes people go down this way of thinking that, you know, oh, well, you know, I can't believe that he did X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna do something to make it so that his girlfriend finds out. Da 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 da. And they get all this involved in all this crazy drama, and it sucks your soul out. That's the problem. It really just. It sucks, and it sucks your soul out. And you don't need to do that. I'm here to tell you, you don't need to do that. You don't need to go down that path of trying to, you know, I'm sorry, you know, I'm tearing up here. You don't need to go down that path of trying to catch the bad guy, because the bad guy is going to get caught. He's going to get caught, and it's going to be bad for him. Which, I'm laughing because I know that you're going to get some guilty pleasure out of that, you know? And I don't wish ill on anybody, but it's kind of nice to know that the good guy wins. That's why people watch the show Castle, right? I don't know if you guys watch the show Castle. I'm a huge Castle fan. The reason people watch the show Castle is because even though they've tried to kill off the main character several times, and they almost have died, they keep bringing them back. Why? Because they want it to be so, you know, everybody goes home in the end happy. Everybody at the end of the day is together. You know, it's the happy ending. You know, the bad guys always get caught. You know, except for part of the series where, you know, the whole thing with Beckett's mom and all that, and the killer and all that stuff. That went on for quite some time. But in general, they catch the bad guy. The good guy always wins. And people want to know that. But I feel like in your life, Aquarius, you need to know that you will win. and that justice will be served, and you're going to come out on top. And you don't need to go down that road of drama and craziness, because it will suck your soul out, and you'll just become dry inside and shriveled. You know, you don't want that. You don't want that. You want to just let the worry about is justice going to be served? Let that worry go, because I feel like it is. Okay. Now, this is a card, maybe I had done a reverse for this card before. This is the Queen of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Swords is you, Aquarius. But because she's in reverse, it's actually a good thing. Because Queen of Swords is someone who has been hurt in the past. And Critter is saying, you've been really hurt, really hurt in the past, Aquarius. And for those of you born between February 1st and February 15th, 16th, you're what I call the icebergs. The icebergs of the zodiac. Why do I call you that? Because you don't have the Capricorn warmth and you don't have the Pisces spring. So naturally, it's important for you to live in a warmer climate. Naturally, it's important for you to have a lot of plants, a lot of animals, a lot of music, a lot of dancing, a lot of creativity, a lot of arts. It's important for you to have that. Very important for those of you who are born during those days. Anywhere between, again, February 1st and February 16th. If you're like a February-born Aquarius, you know, basically, you literally have it harder than a lot of other people because your energy just contains a lot of icicles, maybe little ice particles, just like little prickles. And you're a little bit sharper, and you're a little bit harder, and you're a little bit more masculine. Aquarius females that are born, you're more masculine. You have a lot of drive. And you don't settle for less, and you will stick it to someone if they fuck with you, you know, basically. Aquarius men born during this day, you guys really need to work on your temper. You need to work on your relationships. Really work on your patience. It's interesting we got this card because Aquarius men who are born during this day are prone to domestic violence. They're prone to alcoholism. They're prone to kind of weird obsessions. I would say OCD kind of obsessions, addictions, sex problems, things that, you know, will hold you back in life. Things that don't push you forward. So, and Aquarius women, it's very important for you to be with a romantic partner who appreciates you for you, doesn't make you feel less than you are, appreciates that drive, the ambition to succeed. If you're with somebody who doesn't, somebody who doesn't even love you, then it's gonna be even harder. You need love. You really need love. This is for everybody in general, but Aquariuses in general need love. Why? Because it softens them. It brings out the good in them. It brings out all of their good, positive aspects. And I'm getting a tingle on this, so this is important for you to know. It brings out the best. It's just the best. The kindness, the humanitarian, the loving mother, you know, the loving father, you know. It brings out that sparkle, you know, that you can get on a winter's day when the sun shines. Okay, it's that sparkle in the sky. You know, it brings out their beauty, you know. So that's this card in general. But the reverse is actually positive because that means you softened a little bit. You softened. This is your attitude. It says the end of winter, spring is coming. Star power. In relationships, the heart is melting. Mountain streams, clear water, and Switzerland. Okay? Some of you are going to Switzerland. Some of you live in Switzerland. Some of you live like around that area, in Europe. I feel like Sweden, Finland. I don't know why I'm getting that. I feel like some of you are in Germany. Some of you are in the UK. Italy's not part of Europe in my mind. Not part of the cold Europe. It's part of the warm Europe. There's two different ones, according to me. Anyways, Italy. Somebody in Italy is watching this, and you're an Aquarius, and you're cracking up right now listening to my crazy antics. But your attitude is your attitude is a little bit softer. You're a little bit you've come into some star power. Some of you are famous or are soon to be famous. Some of you are really well known. You know, I feel like soon to be. Some of you are like on the brink of like this big breakthrough of some kind where there's going to be a lot of people who know you. There's going to be a lot of people who see you and go, oh my gosh, I love your readings, and oh my gosh, da 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 da. I know you from, you're an actress, and oh my gosh, da da da. You know, I mean, some of you are just going to be, yeah, you're coming into you've got some star power. Okay, that's and you're the embodiment of all that is that softness, that loving Aquarius, that winter's day, that sparkle on a winter's day. I feel like your attitude is, and also going out and being positive, going out and smiling at people, going out and making connections with people rather than being kind of short and sometimes rude. That Aquarius can do that because they got a lot to do and they don't have a lot of time to get it done because they're the girl that's, you know, riding the chariot and they're doing things in a very fast way. But this is you slowing down a little bit. You know, I feel like the winter, the whole end of winter, it's like the winter of your life is coming to a close. The harsh, cold, bitter time of your life is coming to a close. You're going into springtime. I know it's, you know, this is December. Obviously, this is not spring. So this is sort of metaphorical for your life. You're going into a new period of your life, a whole new season, basically, where you're going to be, and I'm getting a tingle on this too, where you're going to be a lot warmer, where you're going to be a lot more loving, you're going to be a lot more kind and considerate and a little bit less prickly, you know, a little bit less harsh, a little bit less sharp. And I think that's because I feel like you're going to find somebody who really loves you. That's coming to me, especially Aquarius females. I feel like he's really going to love you. And because he's really going to love you, like real love, you're not going to be the same person. It's going to bring out a whole other side of you that you don't even know. You might not have ever known you to be like this. And you may not know how much, to what extent that this is going to really change you. But it's going to really change you and change your whole life. And when you meet this guy, I feel like it's very... I feel like in January. I feel like you're going to meet him in January. It's not in December. I feel like it's in January you're going to meet him. And he's going to come in and your whole life will be changed. But it'll be amazing. It'll be better than anything you could have expected. So single ladies, okay, Aquarius ladies, I feel like you're going to meet someone. If you're with somebody, I feel like a lot of you are going to get divorced, actually. The ones that are not single, I feel like a lot of you need to get divorced. It's very important that you just get the papers done, move out, pack your bags, embrace the Aretha Franklin, and go. They're not good for you. That's, you know. Some of you may have recently got a divorce, because to me this is a lot of times the divorce and breakup card. So some of you may be going through a breakup or divorce. Or you're thinking about it. And if you haven't done it, chances are you're going to do it. That's my, and you know, Aquarius is they're very indecisive about the big stuff. They're not indecisive about the small stuff. But when it comes to the big stuff, should I marry him? Should I not? Big question, right? Aquariuses don't know what to do. So they call all their friends and they're like, okay, what do you think I should do? Is he good enough? And they go on for hours, which is why this video is going on for a long time. Moving right along. So, oh, I love this card. This is a yes card. This is a double yes card. In the upright position is the strength card. This is the strength card. It's a girl who has tamed the beast. It's also taming the beast within, you know, embracing, being able to overcome your negative aspects, the negative parts of yourself. that you have a difficult, that inner struggle, things that you, maybe vices and things like that that you may be, struggling with. But the reverse is there, and I'll read it. There is no opposite of strength, because strength just is. This is difficult. I don't know why. Everyone has strength, just not at all the times they need it. Your strength is like iron, a very tough person who will always win. And I wrote a 9. Now, some of you are I can't even say the word, numerologically, I think that's a word. When you add your date, you may be born on a 9 day, or you may be born on maybe a 9 year. I don't know what year that would be, or you maybe have some aspect to your chart. 9 may be like your lucky number or something, but a 9 is to me the strongest number. Okay, in numerology, that to me that's the top. Okay, some will debate 11 or 22, but see, you can break down 11 to 2, and you can break down 22 to 4. So in my mind, 9 is as strong as it gets. And you might not even be numerologically a 9. You may just have the strength of a 9, which is, and I'm getting a tingle on this, so I think some of you have a lot of willpower, have a lot of just strength to do what, to do what you want. It's willpower. Aquariuses can be very willful because they are fixed. My mom always said I was very willful. I think that's part of the Capricorn, though, ascendant too. But anyways, yeah, Aquariuses are very willful. So but to me, it goes beyond will. It's strength. It's just you have become, I feel like you have become like iron. And this is good. This is positive. The outcome here is strength. So all of your experiences have added to your store of strength, added to you personally. So you've become just amazingly strong. And you won't even realize how strong you are until I think later on down the line. At this point, you can do anything, Aquarius. You can do anything you want, and you can get through anything. And just know that. And just know that it's important for you to realize your strength. Realize that you are very strong. Realize that you you don't need that person that you think you do to tell you how great you are, or how strong you are, or how beautiful you are, or how much they love you. No. Because you have this inner strength that gives you all the support that you need. However, you do need love. You need real love. So if you don't have real love in your life, start making that the focus. Make that the priority. Aquarius guys, I feel like for you, it's important to A, talk through your problems, B, work on your relationships, work on being softer, work on being kinder, work on being more, funny word is coming to me, more pleasant. And that's kind of a crazy word because it's like that movie Pleasantville, they're all about being pleasant. And like Aquarius doesn't give a shit about being pleasant. They're honest and brutal and tough, especially Aquarius men. They don't care about being pleasant. They don't care who they upset. They'll upset the apple cart. You want the apple cart to be upset, you go talk to an Aquarius male. They'll do it for you because they don't care. Oh, Aquarius guys got me up. Anyways, that's all that I'm getting. The critter says, don't forget to tell them how much you love them. And I love you guys. Don't worry if I don't get back to you on, any messages. I respond to all emails. If I've missed an email for somebody, please re-email me. But I thoroughly check my emails. Every day I check my emails. So you should get a response within 24 to 48 hours. You can usually book out very, very quickly. I usually give options to schedule. If you email me, I'll just give you some days and times that would be good for me that I have open, and then you can tell me if that works for you. But I do love you guys, and I do appreciate all of the lovely comments, all that you have, all the emails that I've gotten. Everybody has been so amazing. Just when I feel like crap, and I'm not doing that good, somebody will send this amazing email that just totally makes my day, and it's important that you guys know that. So much love to you guys, and I'll be back for just around the 1st in January for your New Year January reading, and I am starting to think about doing like yearly. Doing like a 2015 yearly scope for people. If you guys want, if any of you want to see kind of like a preview of what each month, go January all the way through the year is going to look like for you, or just do like a yearly overview, I'm happy to do those readings, but it's probably going to be a 2-hour reading, and I'm going to bump up my prices to $250 for the year-long 2015 overview, okay? So 2 hours, $250 for the 2015 picture, just to go through how things are going to be in 2015 and kind of look at the year ahead. So that's what I've been thinking about doing, and I'm happy to do that for any of you who want to do that. I might do like a bonus reading for New Year's. I haven't decided yet. But as soon as I move into my new place, I keep saying that things are going to really change for me. So I'll be kind of settled down and able to do more videos. But love you guys. I send you big hugs, big kisses. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care.